How many booklets we have written? Fourth. 6. So if you say, let's say if we give general elements a brief on criminalization of politics. See, it is not necessary that a question will be asked on criminalization of politics. This you should know that. They have asked already a question related to quality of legislators. A question was asked in polity paper. Quality of legislator. So, when they have asked a question related to quality of legislator, it is indirectly linked to, means you will certainly also talk about criminalization of politics. This. So, the question is that criminalization of politics, when we started talking and why it has become so serious, what are its causes and consequences, steps that we have taken, whether the steps we have taken, they are effective. Since steps we have taken, they seem to be less effective, that's why it is increasing. Right? And does it matter? Because many a time our problems have gone to such a level that we start questioning that does it matter, or we become habitual to those things. No. The way we are habitual to so many problems in our day-to-day life. Drainage not working, traffic not properly working, roads are not proper, and we have become habitual to that. Water logging in almost all or any such place you will have water logging. Right. So we have become habitual. Similarly, all these problems we have become habitual. Hence, hardly there is any such focus by the governments to bring reforms. So, criminalization of politics was first time highlighted by N.N. Bohra Committee in 1993. This you should know that. That report resulted into a trigger related to criminalization of politics. And since then we have not looked behind. Yes. As we have told that 3 M's play a role: money, muscle, right? The money, muscle and media. The muscle is, this you can say that, muscle power, criminals. So, when there is criminalization, so we were talking about, let's say if you want to have free and fair election, and we were talking yesterday that it should not be the duty of Election Commission of India, rather it should be the duty of Government of India to ensure free and fair election. Yesterday it was also coming in my mind, but I did not tell you that how can government have concern about free and fair elections when 43% persons in, let's say that, have criminal background. How the consequences and democracy would be very serious. Right. So if we do not have quality of people to govern, the quality of governance will suffer. In a way, let's say that those people who do not have competency, they are controlling those who have competency, civil servants. Right. You are trained professional. They are trained murderers, professional killers. Right. Anyhow, just take sarcastically, right? So basically they control you, right? Basically less competent people are controlling the competent people. This politics. If politics is not led by competent people, so it will affect everything. Because politics determines everything. People say that कि हमें politics में नहीं जाना, या मुझे politics नहीं करना, या मुझे politics पसंद नहीं है. But politics decides everything. Right. Politics ही तो decide करता है ना कि आजकल फेस्टिवल में भी लेट्स से कि बैन लगता है, लाइक इफ इट इज दिवाली, सो पहले ऐसा नहीं होता था. वी हैव नॉट हर्ड इन पास्ट कि on the festival occasion, let's say that कि non-vegetarian would not be sold. ऐसा पहले नहीं होता था. क्या अभी लोग ज़्यादा रिलीजियस हो गए हैं या ज़्यादा पॉलिटिकल हो गए हैं? Right, politics. Politics decide what you should eat and what you should not eat. This you should know. In Madhya Pradesh, in ICDS program, egg was being given to, let's say, prenatal, postnatal care. Egg was given. Then Shivraj Singh Chauhan told that no, egg would be replaced by milk. Because vegetarian is close to my heart. It is close to your heart, not the people, those who are eating eggs. Right. Like say tribal children, tribal people. So you are imposing your will on politics. The politics decides, let's say that today, this is how you should know that. Politics decide what you should study in syllabus. Okay. So if we say that politics is not, I am different from politics, this or that, we have to think about this. And if such politics is not led by good people, so you can imagine that the quality of democracy and governance, that is the serious consequence. That's why let's say that criminalization of politics should be tackled. Right. This we can say. So there have been several cases, let's say, if you say evolution of criminalization of politics or electoral politics, so already we have told in past that, or here we will highlight a bit that, see, Nehru era was largely a clean era, but Indira Gandhi era, how this is how electoral malpractices started. The electoral malpractices started during Indira Gandhi time, and now electoral, let's say, criminalization started during 90s. And then let's say that 2004 onwards, there is an increase in that criminalization. Increase in criminalization. Many a time, those who do criminal act, they are rewarded. Like those who, let's say that party workers went to deface the door of Kejriwal house, they were rewarded and garlanded. This is what you should know. Right. तो criminal, it is a criminal act. You cannot, आप जाके करो किसी के चीफ मिनिस्टर के सामने, वहाँ दरवाजे पे भी जाके खड़े हो जाओ, देखो क्या होता है. Even they will not let you reach the gate of the chief minister. But some people can go, do whatever they want to do on that gate, and they can, right, be rewarded by the party. You can imagine which kind of politics we are playing. Right. And that is how tomorrow they will become politician. And it was led by one young politician. Right. One young politician. Right. I don't know. I always think he is a young person. He speaks very well, educated also well. Why he is doing all these things? Yes, yes. Why he does all these things? How can your conscience allow? You protest. You protest. It is your right. You go and protest before Kejriwal house. But if you want to write by paint something on the door, how can your conscience allow? It is not politics. Right. It is violation of law. And for that there should be punishment. It is the crime you are committing and encouraging others to commit crime. Hence those people will not have respect to law. So who are those criminals, and the criminal cases you will find? Hardly they will have respect for law. Right. We may debate here, we may debate in court about law, etc., but they will have hardly, do you think those who, they have been garlanded, appreciated, don't you think that they will think that they are the law rather than the rule of law? Right. And that is what, it is not only related to that party, it is related to any political party which support lawlessness rather than lawfulness. And that is the challenge of criminalization of politics. if the more we have criminalization of politics, the less rule of law we'll have. Directly it will affect rule of law because there will be rule by law. Now, rape case, you know that, and one MLA was involved in that, something Sengar, क्या नाम है उसका, Unnao case, right, right, and even he was not being arrested, right. He was not being arrested, let's say that. Police finds it difficult to deal against that person because he is very influential person. ये तो आज के डेट का है, पहले के डेट के जो बाहुबली लोग हैं, अब तो you know that, right? In Bihar, Sahabuddin and Pappu Yadav. In Uttar Pradesh, Raja Bhaiya, Mukhtar and Ansari, Atiq Ahmad, DP Yadav, right? And blah blah things, you can say that. So they were known as history cheaters, let's say that. Now they have a bit, let's say, glamorized themselves in globalized environment. Right. Right. Yes, right. No one can speak anything there. They are the law of their land. Right. So there are so many mini Indias within India. This is criminalization of politics. One young DSP was murdered in Uttar Pradesh, in Pratapgarh area, I guess. Young DSP from Uttar Pradesh. CBI inquiry happened, nothing was found. So those who have tried to take on such kind of people, they have been obliterated. This is because all sort of things you should know that, and politics is involved in this. Mukhtar Ansari was given AK-47 by Mulayam Singh. Right. And he killed Mao के कौन से थे वो? Singh, something Singh. Yes, Kalpanath Rai. Kalpanath Rai. Right. And AK-47 was, how he got it? Procured it with the help of government. Right. So, be it this caste, this religion, that religion, it does not matter. You cannot support, let's say, that this act. Wrong is wrong. It cannot be considered right by bringing law, religion, by bringing religion, caste and community. Wrong is always wrong. And if you do not say wrong on the basis of bringing this religion and that religion, so then you know that injustice to anywhere is threat to justice to everywhere. Already well told by Martin Luther King. Right, this. So because there would be other, let's say that such similar people of different caste, different religion. Atiq Ahmad, he entered in Allahabad University and he slapped one teacher, let's say, in Allahabad University and disappeared. How can it be possible? It is a central university, and how he can be allowed to enter with gun, toting gun, like, let's say, this is all fine. Right. And he went inside the campus of Allahabad University and he slapped, let's say, one teacher or staff, and you know that this is, let's say, that criminalization of politics. Right. That it does not leave any space in the country uninfluenced. Right. It's just a matter of time which day which person would be under its influence to take, let's say, that issues to that level, or either to punish that person, penalize that person. This is what we can say. This is what its effects. And hence, criminalization of politics will not let good people enter in politics. It has become a qualification. Right. The more person you have murdered, the most suitable or more suitable person you are. Yes. And then this is how society. Yes, society is also responsible. That's why causative factor will light society. Right. Why Raja Bhaiya is supported in Pratapgarh by people? Why, let's say, that Atiq Ahmad is supported in his area, and why Mukhtar Ansari in, let's say, Gazipur, and Sahabuddin in that, DP Yadav in his area? Why they are supported? Right. Because it becomes, let's say, matter of caste and religion. That you think that he is doing good for your caste, but you don't know that what he is destroying. Anyone who comes on that person way would be annihilated. This already, let's say that Raktanchal, you know that Raktanchal, one web series has been made about. You can watch it, right? Raktanchal. Nowadays they are trying to make those web series. How it happens. Anyone who comes on that way, that is how the consequence of criminalization of politics. From bottom level to top, means the parliament, which is considered as temple of the country, means the most important institution of the country, is spoiled and defiled by such people. This you should know. Because it is the most august institution, and it is led by 43% people who have criminal background. That temple of the country will not govern with sacredness. Right? Means everything would be affected by criminalization of politics, because they become lawmakers. They become decision maker. At best, an IAS can become only decision executor, not decision maker. So that's why there should be big no to criminalization of politics. Means we should not entertain at all. Acceptance itself is crime, let's say. We should not accept at all. No matter who the person is, belonging to which religion, we should not accept such kind of candidates, and we should not give vote to such kind of candidates. Right? Those who have this kind of background. Because if you support at one place, people will also support at another place. Right? And that is how it becomes this, that, hamara, tumhara, and things will continue like that. That if you good persons want to come in politics, you will have to have support of such people. Now things happen like that, they become the government, and in the area, if you want to do any business, their permission would be needed. In area you want to do any as an administrator anything, their permission support would be needed. Many movies have been made on that, and without their support you cannot do that. This. That is how you should understand on this. Let's write on this. Yes, let's. Azam Khan. Azam Khan. बेहतर है इलेक्शन आए तो जेल चले जाओ. जेल में रह के जो रहता है. इमोशनल ना, पीपल आर इमोशनल. तो लोग याद नहीं रखते हैं 5 सालों में क्या हुआ. राइट. प्लस बहुत सारे लोकल फैक्टर्स हैं. इतना जल्दी सब कुछ चेंज नहीं होगा. मीन्स कि वी कैन नॉट चेंज ऑल दिस कास्ट, रिलीजन, कम्युनिटी, कास्ट फैक्टर्स. दैट इज कॉल्ड पॉलिटिकल कल्चर. That's why ultimately blame goes to society, because as the society, so the government. Right? This. तो जैसा society हो गया वैसा ही तो society से ही तो सब कुछ आ रहा है. Right.
So how a district magistrate works in such an environment? Do they have to bow down in front of such forces, or
there are several ways to work. One, that you become part and parcel of that. this, which some people accept. कि और कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है, क्या पंगा लेना है, और मैं ही क्यों पंगा लूँगा. तो यस, तो दिस बहुत सारे फ्लॉज है ना. तो व्हेन यू ऑब्जर्व सेवरल फ्लॉज, ग्रेजुअली यू लूज ट्रस्ट इन द सिस्टम. देन यू स्टार्ट थिंकिंग कि मैं ही क्यों सेक्रीफाइस करूंगा इस सिस्टम के लिए, राइट, दिस, या मैं ही क्यों सिस्टम के लिए वर्क करूंगा. बहुत सारे फैक्टर्स होते हैं, वो आपको यहीं से शुरू हो जाता है, ओल्ड राजेंद्र नगर से. व्हेन यू सी लेस मेरिटोरियस पीपल क्वालिफाइंग सिविल सर्विस, then you start losing trust in merit. This, when you will see कि a person who is of better rank at training center but he is not as competent as you are, then again you will start losing trust in merit. Then when you will go in field and you will find people are highly, let's say that कि कैसे IAS, आप डाउट करने लगोगे कि ये कैसे IAS बन गए, राइट, या कैसे ये गवर्नमेंट ऑफिसर है, दे आर डफर लाइक एनीथिंग, right, then your again trust in merit will be lost. Then you will find different types of people. Some people are with system, some people are fighting against system. Then you will see that some people who are fighting against system, their personal life, private life, family life have been almost, let's say that, destroyed or not good, not happy. Then there are so many factors which influence your decision, whether you want to also, let's say that, tackle, or you want to be
So ये जो ऊपर like those who reach at the top level in this hierarchy as a bureaucrat, like they become secretary or work under some minister, are they good people or they are like
good, but without favor it is not possible. They are good also, but without favor it is not possible. This, you start supporting government, let's say that, these are that way. They have fought themselves ना, उन्होंने फाइट किया है ना. देखो दोनों तरीके का है, कभी गवर्नमेंट को अच्छे ऑफिसर्स की ज़रूरत पड़ती है, गवर्नमेंट को दोनों तरीके का ऑफिसर चाहिए, अच्छे भी बुरे भी. अच्छे इसलिए कि अच्छे काम करने के लिए, इसलिए गवर्नमेंट को शो करना है परफॉर्मेंस, ठीक है.
उसके बाद उसने वहाँ से अपने सीनियर को जब उन्होंने बताया तो उसने कहा आपने बहुत उनकी हेल्प कर दी, अब जहाँ उनको करप्टेड है वहाँ उसको बुला लीजिए, जहाँ ईमानदार की जरूरत वहाँ उसको भेज दीजिए.
यस, गवर्नमेंट को दोनों तरह के चाहिए, राइट. तो गवर्नमेंट खुद ही करप्शन करती है ना बहुत सारी चीज़ों में. अभी तो चल रहा है ना वो झारखंड वाला, राइट, IAS ऑफिसर. तो गवर्नमेंट बहुत सारे एरियाज़ है ना, तो बहुत सारे ऑनेस्ट ऑफिसर उसके लिए फिट नहीं है. बहुत सारे ऐसे प्रोजेक्ट्स है जहाँ गवर्नमेंट को काम करना है, परफॉर्मेंस करना है, राइट. तो उसमें उनको ऑनेस्ट ऑफिसर्स चाहिए. जब गवर्नमेंट क्राइसिस में होती है तो ऑनेस्ट ऑफिसर्स चाहिए. तो बहुत सारे सिचुएशंस ऐसे होते हैं कि गवर्नमेंट विल हैव टू हैव गुड ऑफिसर्स ऑल्सो. एट द सेम टाइम थिंग्स आर नॉट सो बैड. Even let's say chief ministers, prime ministers, so they have tried to appoint good people. ये भी है, ऐसे इतना भी सिचुएशन खराब नहीं है, right? There are people, there are chief ministers and political leaders who are still principled, and they also want that कि yes, we should support those who are honest. This is also true. So there are both sides, you should know that. But as long as your honesty does not conflict with Prime Minister, you are good. The day your honesty conflicts with Prime Minister, this you should know. So pray that it remains compatible. That you remain compatible with the political bosses. This. So there are multiple ways. Let's say it's not that things are very worse. The thing we're talking of 30 years back time. Now things have changed, although certainly not in that fashion that there is no pressure. Still there are murders. Murders are done nowadays. Still you can find at times murders are done. There's murder, killing, elimination harassment, persecution, all sort of things happen. But yes, incidents have reduced. The mafias, the let's say history cheaters, the number that has also reduced. This will also tell that. But things have changed, not in the way it used to be in past. But still, let's say that we have lots of challenges.